It's 1 year since Bangladesh was on the brink of a seismic shift. What began as student protest on 1st of July 2024, demanding reforms to a public sector job quota system, quickly escalated into a nationwide uprising that would fundamentally redefine the country's political landscape. Here's a deep dive on what's happening in Bangladesh.
For 15 years, Sheikh Hasina, the daughter of founder Mujibur Rahman, had ruled with an iron fist. But the sheer scale and intense voltage of this protest by university students shook the foundations of her government. At the core of their many grievances was a long-standing quota system they argued was used to stack the civil service with those loyal to Hasina. And when the Hasina government looked to suppress demonstrations with a heavy, brutal hand, the protests swelled and a fierce, widespread movement took off. A year on, they look back.
Many talented students are leaving Bangladesh, and one of the main reasons is this quota system. A country where 56% in government jobs is reserved for the entitled people, where there is no place for deserving people. That's why we want the evaluation of the deserving people and a solution to this quota system.
The initial peaceful protest that began on the 5th of June 2024 at Dhaka University quickly transformed. By July 1st, students from universities across the country, including Jagannath, Jahangirnagar and Rajshahi, launched coordinated movements categorically rejecting the High Court's ruling and demanding abolition of the quota. Deadly violence intensified later in July, with police opening fire on protesters. Despite curfews, the deployment of soldiers and an internet blackout, clashes continued to escalate. The human cost was staggering. Up to 1,400 people were killed in the unrest, according to the United Nations, though other reports cited a death toll of 440. The nation's vital garment industry, the world's second largest exporter, was also hit hard by the protests. 1 year on, the Muslim-majority nation of about 170 million people is in a state of political limbo, whether it admits it or not. Here are some key events in the South Asian country since protesters took to the streets a year ago. Just about a month after protests began, on the 5th of August, thousands of protesters stormed Sheikh Hasina's palace. Millions celebrated on the street on armored cars and tanks. Hasina fled. Nobel Peace Laureate Mohammad Yunus returned to Bangladesh at the behest of student protesters to lead the government as its chief advisor. He says he inherited a completely broken down system of public administration. August 5th was designated as July Uprising Day, August 8th as New Bangladesh Day. The 85-year-old microfinance pioneer embarked on an ambitious program to overhaul democratic institutions that he says are required to prevent a return to authoritarian rule. Chief Advisor Yunus warned that intense political power struggles could jeopardize gains so far, as he stressed on reforms first. He called for broader unity, warning of the risk of a return of authoritarianism. Said it's his duty to implement reforms before holding elections. He promised a vote by June 2026. Sheikh Hasina is put on trial in absentia. She is accused of having orchestrated a systematic attack that amounts to crimes against humanity. Senior figures from Hasina's government face legal and political heat. The former police chief and ex-interior minister are on trial. Under intense political pressure, Yunus has brought his election deadline forward to early April next year. He says he will step down after polls. The BNP says it wants elections before Ramzan, which begins in February. A year on, the July Uprising stands a testament to the power of unified youth voices demanding change, having undeniably reshaped Bangladesh's political landscape. The Muslim-majority nation remains in political limbo, led by its caretaker government, as it navigates a complex journey towards its promised elections and a new democratic future.